Well, obviously we're very excited about it. We're playing a really great team. Obviously they're a great quarterback, and we're working very hard to play our best game. We've had our classes are off all week because of Thanksgiving, so we have what we call Thanksgiving adjustment here, and so practice a little bit earlier, but also get to spend a little bit more time on football. So we're going to need all the minutes we can, and looking forward to playing Saturday night.
First up, we have Chip Howard of KZNE Radio.
Gary, how different is it playing A&M at home rather than having to come to College Station 3 years straight?
Well, I'm glad finally for once. It's 3 straight years we played down there. We won 2 of them, but last year they handed us, they whooped us pretty good. So it's nice to be home here. It is, and I think it's great for our fans also.
What's the biggest challenge in containing their offense and Manziel?
Well, I think everybody tries to contain him and contain the number of big plays he makes, and I think that's an ongoing a task at hand that you have to do. LSU did a great job of keeping him in the pocket, probably as good as anybody. Everybody's tried to do that. They did a little bit better job than anybody else. But I think tackling's important. He breaks away and he makes so many great plays. So tackling is going to be very, very important. I also think when you look at the defensive responsibilities that you have, the other side of that is the offensive responsibilities. You got to score points to have an opportunity to win this game. So that's just the way it is when you play this team. So we all know the defense's difficult task that it has playing against this great player. And he also has great receivers. But the offensive side of this responsibility is bottom line is their job is to score more points than our opponent. So we all have our responsibilities here, and we all understand the task at hand.
Thank you.
You bet.
Next is Chase Goodbread of NFL.com.
I wanted to ask you about the matchup with your defensive ends and A&M's offensive tackles, Ely and Sam for you, and Agwehi and Matthews for A&M. Obviously, 4 guys with great ability and should play at the next level. What kind of role will those 4 collectively play this week?
Well, I think it's always significant. I think one thing that you have to do and you have to watch out for a little bit is you can't be real reckless against this guy. And this guy's, the more reckless you are, the more you get out of your lanes, it creates opportunities for him to make plays. And so there's this cross between being very disciplined, rush-wise and responsibility-wise and gap-wise, but also relentless, as a competitor. And there's a fine line there between the both. But obviously their offensive line guys are playing great, and and we also play Shane Ray in there and Marcus Golden too. So we rotate a bunch along with those other 2 guys you mentioned. But that's really going to be a challenge. I know they're excited about doing this, but they also have great respect for him as they watch him play the last 2 years.
Thanks, sir.
Are there any final questions for Coach Pinkel? Press star 1 now. Next, we have Chip Howard of KZNE Radio.
Gary, would you speak to not only the excitement, obviously, of the chance to win a championship, but there's pressure involved. Is that an issue at all with your guys?
I hope not. I mean, we had really what we've done here in terms of playing this year, and really have kind of stuck to this. If you ask our seniors, they're going to say it doesn't matter who we play or where we play; it's about how we play. And I think they're aware of we're going to share the conference title now. In order to go to the championship game, you got to win this game to get to Atlanta. They're very well aware of that, obviously. I think your focus now on is playing your best game, and I think. I don't really look at it as pressure. I look at it as an opportunity. I look at it as you want to be in this position every single year, and so I look at it as I want to have a fun experience competing, and trying to win that championship, and time will tell.
You mentioned the seniors. How important is that in a game like this, in the season you've had, to have so many guys that have been there so often before?
Well, I think that's these seniors have been so remarkable in so many ways. And it's one of the great senior classes I've been associated with, and I've been associated with a bunch of them. And their leadership and their influence and their direction that they apply as they lead by example has been absolutely outstanding, and it's hugely important to the success of this team.